is a must-win rack for the young man from Indonesia, because if he can't pick this one up and Reyes goes to 6-2, I'm not sure that Apancho is going to get those 4 racks that he needs.
He really needs to bear down. That could cause the nerve. Well, no doubt it was a very tough shot, but I've seen Reyes make tougher. So
that's just what Roy Apancho needed. Just settle the adrenaline back down.
Yeah, see, to get really comfortable, he needs this rack as well as the next one.
I wonder if he knows what the scenario is.
Oh, of course he does. And that's probably not to his advantage.
Yes, because you're not thinking anymore of getting 8 racks. You're just thinking, I've got to get to 4.
Right.
And suddenly that becomes a mountain to climb. But he's got a very good chance of getting on his own personal hill here, isn't there? Isn't he? If you look at it like that, if he needs 4.
That's right. Really nothing to stop him at all here.
Needs to just put the brakes on, and it does.
Probably would have appreciated a little more angle than what he has. Indeed, that could be tragic. Worked out.
Just got to make sure of position on the black. And this should be another rack in the Apancho ledger.
Good shot again. It'd be easier to get on the 9 if he had a bit more of an angle. Yeah, I think he's going to choose the smart shot. Just roll forward, take a bit of a longer shot on the 9 ball instead of playing it down in these corner pockets. Whoa, he fooled me. He had enough angle to spin around 2 rails, play the 9 in the same pocket as the 8 ball. That worked out.
It did indeed. Roy Apancho is on his own personal hill here. Remember, the man that comes in with 2 wins just needs to get to 4 to be certain of being in the last 64. Reyes. He had to have, and he got it. Let's see if normal service will resume here for Reyes. Remember,
leading 5 racks to 3.
Was dry last time out. I would suggest we're not going to see back-to-back dry racks, and we don't, because the wing ball is deposited, and that 1 ball is available to him.
Well, it is. Take another look at the break shot first. We'll go through the potential problems here. I believe the only pocket available to that one ball is the side, and if that is so, then the cue ball is going to be moving away from the blue 2 that's at the top of the table. So he's really got to make this white ball dance if he chooses to go after this one. Oh, it was available in the corner. That makes things easier.
Just a little meld down at the bottom of the table there. The brown and the 9 ball together, but I think that brown will pass into one of the bottom pockets. That's 7.
To be honest with you, I can't tell, but the way Reyes plays this table out will certainly let us know. He's gone a little too far on this shot. The 8 ball may hamper him, but no. Well, we'll see what kind of position he plays on this 6 ball. Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what his plan is on that 7 now, because I'm sure it doesn't pass into the corner pocket where he can just stop here. Oh, he's trying to break them apart.
Oh, and he's done it. But has he done enough?
I don't think he's going to be jumping for joy at the result there.
Could he go for a combination?
It would be a very, very thin cut on the 7, but it may be there. Doesn't look like that. Well, he is. He's going for that combination. Yeah, Efren, I'd take another look at it as well. And now he chose the bank.
Oh, he loves those bank shots.
Efren Reyes rolling right along now.
Indeed he is. Getting closer. Starting to edge his way closer to 8. He needs 2 more. Roy Pancho will be up next though. Well, we're looking at 6-3. Both these fellas edging closer to the winning post. The winning post in this case being a place in the last 64. Oh, he's lucky. He's lucky. I was just going to say there, Jerry, if it isn't this rack, if Reyes takes this rack, Pancho will have to break the Reyes serve.
Right.
He doesn't want to go there. And it was nearly disaster from the out. As it is, he has no shot on the 2 to speak of. Can he try and line something up? Can it slide past that brown? Well, the way he's lining it up, it looks like it goes. Yeah, again. That camera angle a little deceptive.
He's just on the wrong side of the 3. But he can go. Oh, he's just going to take a short roll.
It can be cruel, the luck of the draw, can't it, Jerry? There will be 1 or 2 players progressing from this tournament with 1 win.
Right.
Somebody out of this group is going home with 2 wins.
Right.
Oh, that's trouble. Oh, no. He's just about got it.
But, you know, everybody knows that math going in, so you can't claim that it's unfair. The task is obvious from day 1.
And the seedings, by the way, will count for nothing. It's another one that wiped its feet on the way in. It's 2, and these just got a bit of bounce off the rail, but those last 2 balls have diced with the jaws.
Yeah, this is a tough shot, Nick.
Tough shot for a young man that looks like he's tightening up.
Knowing how important this rack is to him, this shot must look unbelievable. But,
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
nothing but net.
Well, if he gets these 2, himself a huge pat on the back. He just needs the 9.
And that is almost automatic.
Well, the one man that we thought was the make weight out of Group 2 turns out to be the first man to qualify from Group 2. Pat on the back for Roy Pancho, 22 years old from Indonesia. And he's allowed himself a little smile. Yeah, you're through to the last 64. Jerry, when you looked at the groups and saw Group 2, did you honestly have Roy Pancho as a qualifier?
No, I had him as number 4 out of 4.
As did just about everybody else. So, we know one of our qualifiers from Group 2. Are we looking at the other qualifier?
Yes, one man on the table has accomplished his goal. The other one, Evan Reyes, still has some work to do. He still has to win this match.
Tony Crosby just became the biggest fan of Roy Pancho in the building. Because the only way he can reach the last 64 now is if Pancho can come back from 6-4 down to win this match.
Oh, so true. Boy, this is a different Reyes from the fellow who started this match. Reyes just connecting the dots. This 9 ball to put him on the hill. That's where he stands. Reyes leads Roy Pancho 7-4.
My mathematics is not to be trusted, Jerry. I was a disaster at maths at the best of times. But if I've got this right, the best Efren Reyes can do here is come second. Roy Pancho, I think, has won the group now.
I shall let you know.
Not that it matters. You just want to be on the right side of that drawbridge when it goes up. But Reyes, even if he wins this rack, he wins it 8-4, and I think that is good enough for a Pancho to finish top of the pile.
Reyes can win this group because he would be tied with Pancho on wins and would have more racks won.
More racks won. But if a Pancho wins this rack,
oh, he's got to win, I believe, 3 more.
Oh, really? Right. Well, it's all academic anyway, isn't it? I'm sure these two fellas aren't thinking about that. They're just thinking about...
They can care less.
Yeah. So,
Pancho keeps getting tough little layouts.
yeah, he's got a 7 and 9 to worry about somewhere down the road. And he's got a sneaky little red 3 to try and dispose of here.
Hey, he has to let this cue ball roll a little bit. Oh, he's really overrun this shot. He'll be putting a little extra altitude on his cue stick. He's already fouled an intervening ball once.
Oh. There you go. I'm glad his future in this year's championship wasn't hinging on that shot. That would have been a heart stopper.
Look at Efren. He sees the humor there. But I bet he was counting to 5.
There's the overrun. Gives himself a bit of a headache. Now this is the shot, isn't it?
Yeah, because really he would, unless that 7 ball goes into the corner he's about to play the 6 in, he would need to be below the 7. Oh, it does pass. He's in good shape. Well, a much more comfortable Roy Pancho, just taking his 5th back. Now trails 7-5, and he can really relax.
Have you ever seen a man looking happier at being 7-5 down? Not this man, not Efren Reyes. He's happy that he's just on the hill and ready to break for a place in the last 64. But Efren waits his turn. Roy's going back and high-fiving his entourage back there.
Can't blame him a bit. He lives to see another day.
I believe on one of those outside tables, the Crown Prince of Brunei has picked up a win as well.
Well,
We'll confirm that.
Reyes gets cue ball kicked down table by the 8, and that's created some problems for him. He'll either have to swerve around this 6 or jump over the edge or kick. Or push out. He has a push out available. Striking it with a level cue. The 6 ball must not be sticking his nose as much as I had thought.
Now then, this might get interesting.
Efren better be careful, though.
Well, if a Pancho cleans up here, he goes to 7-6, he breaks next. Reyes could, having been in control of this match, could suddenly find himself in a hill.
Absolutely.
In a rack, he has to win to stay in the game.
Absolutely.
How quickly can this thing turn around?
And he's playing an opponent who has nothing to lose.
Oh, he's rolling now, isn't he?
Free stroke. He
Yeah.
can show off.
As you say, Pancho has he's got his party for tonight ready already. It would certainly dampen a Filipino party if he puts Reyes out here. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but it's not an impossible scenario to see a hill-hill match brewing now. Out of nothing.
Oh, I imagine there's some wringing of hands here in the Philippines at the moment.
And Tony Crosby somewhere in a hotel room is maybe unpacking his bag.
Yeah, that's right. He's got to call the airline back.
This is torture for Tony, isn't it? It's torture for him as well. It's not exactly where he would want to be for a final shot.
No, but with the tension out of his arm, just
Oh, no. He couldn't care less, could he?
Oh! Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Oh, he had conceded. Roy Pancho had already conceded. Well, you don't see that every day, do you?
What is it about an Efren Reyes match that just produces drama? If Roy Pancho hadn't conceded, who knows what might have happened? Because Reyes...
Efren Reyes had that extra pressure of knowing that a nation's hopes were on his shoulders, as well as knowing that defeat against Radoslav Babicka of Poland would almost certainly end his quest for glory. We join it with Babicka leading 5-4.
So the stakes getting pretty high now. He's got to really find his A game in a hurry. I mean, if he were to drop another rack on his break, there may be no way back.
No, that is the problem with the alternate breaks format, is that if Babicka can convert all of his breaks, he's the winner. It's as simple as that. I know we're a long way off that yet, but I It's a monster break there from Reyes, but not absolutely perfect. Bit of distance between the lowest ball remaining on the table, the 3 ball, and also a little bit of work to do to get on the 4. Just does need cueing well, which he does. That's marvellous. Made light work of a tricky situation. T-shirt behind there, Efren Reyes, with the words innovation and supreme quality. 3 words that spring to mind when we're talking about Efren.
Sums up his career pretty well, doesn't it?
Just about enough. I think just about enough anyway. He's got to now draw this across to the right hand side of the table. He can say he's about a ball shy of being nice. So now, if you want to screw back well enough, he could scratch in the middle pocket. He has got to be careful. He'd like to get closer to this, but he may not be able to. Hard to see from here. No, had to sacrifice getting close for avoiding the scratch. Shouldn't be a problem. Going to come down the right hand.
일곱 번째 맞대결 출발해 보도록 하겠습니다. 흰 공의 차이람 선수고요. 노란 공은 김가영 선수입니다. 먼저 흰 공이 탕쿠션을 터치할 것 같고요. 천천히 다가오는 노란 공입니다. 거의 비슷해지고 있는데요.
네, 노란 공이 이겼습니다.
김가영 선수가 먼저 공격하겠습니다. 김가영 선수가 월드 챔피언십 6회에 진출하면서 38경기에서 32승 6패를 기록하고 있습니다. 촉배치 카드를 뽑게.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the coverage of the Predator World Women's Temple Championships. It's day 4 here in Austria in Sport Park Klagenfurt. It's the home of the Ushans. One who is here is Jasmine, and the first match of today is no other than Jasmine Ushan against Bojana Sarah, and alongside me in the commentary booth, the legendary Dutch national champion Tim de Ruyter. And before the match begins, I would like to thank all